Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Double Reward. In this program we're learning inshallah how to read the Qur'an. And we're going to start out by learning some simple ahkam at-tajweed, and we're also going to start out from the back of the mushaf, from the small surahs, but then after that inshallah we're going to progress and continue on to longer and more difficult surahs. Today's surah is a very, very special surah. It is Surah Al-Ikhlas, or sincerity. This surah is so important and so special. The Prophet ﷺ said that it equals 1/3 of the Qur'an. That means that if you read this surah 3 times, it's as though you read the whole Qur'an, all 500 pages. Why? Why is that? How can a surah with such little number of verses, maybe 3, 4, or 5 verses, be so important? The reason is that it's not by the number of verses, it's by the meaning. And this surah is about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's about His character, it's about His traits, His sifat. And what the surah says is, it says that God is one. And it says that God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is overpowering and majestic and eternal. And that's why it's such an important surah. Okay, now let's practice saying the surah, and try to think about the surah as you're hearing it, and try to feel and understand how important this surah is. Are you guys all ready?
Yes.
Inshallah. Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. I seek refuge in Allah from Satan the accursed. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. Say, He is Allah, the One. Allahu Samad, the self-sufficient Master. لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. He begets not, nor was He begotten. وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ. And there is none co-equal or comparable unto Him. Okay, now let's read that together, everyone, inshallah. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
قل هو الله أحد.
قل هو الله أحد.
الله الصمد.
الله الصمد.
لم يلد ولم يولد.
لم يلد ولم يولد.
ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
قل هو الله أحد.
قل هو الله أحد.
الله الصمد.
الله الصمد.
لم يلد ولم يولد.
لم يلد ولم يولد.
ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
قل هو الله أحد.
قل هو الله أحد.
الله الصمد.
الله الصمد.
لم يلد ولم يولد.
لم يلد ولم يولد.
ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. So you see how it describes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It says, He is Allah, the One, describes His attributes, the self-sufficient Master, and it says, He begets not, nor was He begotten, and there is none co-equal or comparable unto Him. And that's why the companions used to love to read this surah. And it's a very, very special surah. Okay, now let's practice. Let's have some one-on-one practice so that we can get down to work. Osama, are you ready?
Yes, inshallah.
Okay. Are you excited about reading the surah?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm certainly excited to hear it. Okay, so why don't you read it for us?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله صمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Okay. I'm going to tell you what we said when we were reading Surah Al-Falaq. Okay? I want you to pay attention to the end of the verses. Listen to what I'm saying. قل هو الله أحد. Can you do that for me?
قل هو الله أحد.
Okay, I need it to be a little bit stronger, but let's practice it all together. Listen to that sound at the end when I'm pronouncing the dal. Okay, let's say it all together. قل هو الله أحد.
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 Okay, so you know what I'm talking about at the end there, okay?
No.
Now, can you read the surah for me again?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد.
No, I need to hear that louder, Osama. أحد. Go ahead.
قل هو الله أحد الله صمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Okay, but we need to work on that some more.
inshallah.
But let's try to listen to someone else. Ahmed, why don't you read that surah for me and pay attention to the end of the verse.
All right. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Good, that's better. Good job, that's very good. I'm sure you kind of noticed at the end there you had that little sound at the end.
Yeah.
Inshallah, we're going to explain what that is later. Taha, you think you can read that surah for us?
Yes.
Okay.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Good job. I could hear that well. I could hear that good. Good job. MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Fairuz, could you read that for us?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Good job. Good job. That's very good. MashaAllah. Ahsant. Okay. So now that we've practiced the surah a little bit, we want to get back to what we were doing last episode, which is to finish those letters, those very, very important letters. And remember what we said, that the letters are important because they're the building blocks of tajweed, or the building blocks of pronunciation. So inshallah, the first letter that you're going to see inshallah on your screen is the va sound. Now let's practice that. Can you see that on your monitor? Inshallah, that's going to come up right away. Let's pronounce that va. Go ahead, va.
Va.
Did it come up on the screen? Okay, good. One more time, va.
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 Okay, now the first way to pronounce it is the first letter you see on the right, because remember we're looking at Arabic, and Arabic starts from the right, is va. Say that with me, va.
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 The middle one is pronounced vi. Say that with me, vi.
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 And the third one, the one on the very left, that's pronounced vu. Say that with me, vu.
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 Okay, very quickly, because we want to get through these letters, is that you got to pay attention to the difference between dhal and va. Okay, when you're pronouncing the va sound, you need to purse your lips a little bit and say va. Say that with me, va.
Va. Va.
Now the dhal, that's pronounced different. You got to pull the corners of your mouth back and say dhal. Say that with me, dhal.
Dhal.
Va.
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 Dhal.
Dhal.
Good, very good. Okay, moving on to the next letter, inshallah, ayn. Say it with me, ayn.
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 Okay, now the one on the letter you see coming up, the one on the right, that is a. Say it with me, a.
Ah.
The second one is pronounced I. Say it with me, I.
عي
I.
عي
And the final one is pronounced Ru. Say it with me, Ru.
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 Okay, the next letter coming up on your screen is the Ghain sound. And you see the difference between the Ghain and the Ain is that the Ghain has a dot on top of it. So let's say Ghain.
Ghain.
Say it with me, Ghain.
غين
Ghain.
غين
Ghain.
غين
Okay, now we're going to go through these letters. The first one is pronounced Gha. The middle one is pronounced Ghi. And the third one is pronounced Ghu. Now, say them all consecutively with me. Gha.
Gha.
Go ahead. Gha.
غا
Ghi.
غي
Ghu.
غو
Okay, very good. Moving on to the next letter, inshallah, which you see on your screen. That is pronounced Fa. Say it with me. Fa.
ثاء
Fa.
ثاء
Fa.
ثاء
Okay. Now also, one more time, we're going to read all the letters through. Fa. Say it with me. Fa.
فا
Fi.
في
Fu.
فو
Fa.
فا
Fi.
في
Fu.
فو
Good, good, excellent. The next letter coming up on your screen, which you can see, is the Qaf. And the difference between that letter and the Fa is that the Qaf has two dots on top of it. Okay, let's say that letter. Qaf. Repeat it with me. Qaf.
قاف
Qaf.
قاف
Qaf.
قاف
Now, reading the letters from the right to the left, repeat after me. Qa.
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 قا
Qi.
قي
Qu.
قو
Okay, now this letter is a little bit tricky because sometimes people mix it up with the kaf. So we're going to stop here and work on this letter a little bit. Osama, can you say that? Can you say those three vowel sounds for me?
Qa.
Uh-huh.
Ka. Ka.
Okay.
Qi.
Okay, good job. I noticed there in the middle you said qa, then you said ka.
Mm.
Okay? And so what's the difference? How do you tell between them? Well, the qaf sound comes way back in the very back of your throat. You're going to bring the sound on the soft palate way, way, way back near your throat. And you're going to say qa, qaf. Okay? Whereas the kaf is kind of like a K sound. That comes from a little bit closer to the front of your throat. So say qaf,
Qaf.
kaf.
Kaf.
Another difference is that the qaf is pronounced full-mouthed. You kind of purse your lips a little bit. You say qaf. Whereas the kaf, you open your mouth up. Okay, very good. Good job. So, inshallah, moving on to the next letter. Lam. Lam. Say that with me. Lam.
لام
Lam.
لام
This lam sound is pronounced from the very beginning, which you see on your screen. La. Say that with me. La.
لا
Li.
لي
Lu.
لو
And inshallah, we're going to finish the other letters when we come back from the break. We'll see you soon, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Allah the Most High and Merciful says, "Invite to the way of your Lord with wisdom and fair preaching." Do you want to join Huda in calling to Allah? Do you want to spread the message like the prophets did? Do you want to share in the blessings and rewards? Why not support Huda towards these noble aims? Why not sponsor a program of your choice? If you would like to help Huda in spreading the correct message of Islam, please send an email to support@huda.tv or call +2 014 327 1771 for more details, or fax +2 023 8555 251.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back. Inshallah, we're going to pick up right where we left off. You see on the screen, inshallah, coming up is harf al-mim, the meme sound. So let's practice saying that. Meme. Repeat after me. Meme.
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 Good. Now the first letter you see is pronounced ma. Say it with me. Ma.
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 The second one is mi. Say it with me. Mi.
Me.
Mi.
Me.
Mi.
Me.
The third one is mu. Say it with me. Mu.
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 Okay. Now let's take a quick example to really spell this out. Let's take the word men. Say it with me. Men.
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 So now the question I want to ask myself is, how do I find out whether the men has a fatha, a kasra, or a dhamma? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the letter that I want to find out about, and I'm going to pronounce it using my 3 pronunciations. I'm going to say ma, mi, mu, and then I'm going to say the word men. So that way I'll be able to tell that, that has a fatha on it. Let's do one more example. Mirya. So I'm going to say, I want to know what the haraka or what the vowel is on the meme in mirya. So I'm going to go like this. Ma, mi, mu, mirya. Oh, that must be a kasra on top of it. How about murtab? Let's see here. Ma, mi, mu, murtab. Oh, that must be a dhamma, etc. And you can use that all throughout the words that you come across. You can find out what mark it has on top of it. Okay, now inshallah we're moving on to the next letter, which is noon. Repeat after me. Noon.
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 So reading from the right to the left, repeat after me. Na,
Na.
ni,
Ni.
nu.
Nu.
Na,
Na.
ni,
Ni.
nu.
Nu.
Good, excellent. Moving on to the next letter, which is the ha, or actually the ha sound, which you're going to see coming up on the screen. Say that with me. Ha.
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 Okay. Now, a lot of people sometimes mix up the ha with the ha sound. So let's talk about these different sounds. First of all, the ha sound is kind of like the sound you make when you say hush. It comes from the back of your throat, whereas the ha sound has a kind of gentle hissing sound, or a gentle hoarse sound. You say ha. Okay? So let's practice that to make sure we've got them straight. Feiruz, could you pronounce the ha sound and the ha sound for me?
Ha.
Okay,
This is ha.
very good. Could you give me the ha sound with a fatha, a kasra, and a dhamma?
Ha. He. Hu.
Good. Could you do that for the ha sound?
Ha. He. And hu.
Very good. Good job. Let's do another example. Taha, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. You think you could give me the ha sound with a fatha, a kasra, and a dhamma?
Ha.
Okay.
He.
Uh-huh.
Hu.
Very good. Excellent. Now could you do that for the ha sound?
Ha.
Mm-hmm.
He. Hu.
Very good. Excellent. So, inshallah, it's very important to keep the difference between those two words straight. And if you're having a hard time with it, inshallah, through time it'll come. Moving on to the next letter is the wow sound. Let's say that. Wow.
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 Good. Pronouncing from the right to the left, we say wa. Repeat after me. Wa.
Wa.
We.
We.
Woo.
Woo.
Wa,
Wa.
we,
We.
wu.
Woo.
Very good. Can we have some examples? Ahmed, can you think of an example of a word that begins with wow?
I can't.
Can't think of one?
Sorry.
Okay, let's see. Oh, maybe Taha. Taha, can you help
Wahid.
him out? Say it again.
واحد.
Wahid. Wahid. Excellent. Very good. What does wahid mean?
One.
Means one. Very good. Excellent. Good job. Can we think of some other examples? Osama, why don't you tell us?
wudu,
Wudu. Okay. Let me ask you a question, Osama. If you're going to find out whether wudu has a fatha, a kasra, or a dhamma on it, what would you do?
I would take the wow and it has a dhamma.
It has a dhamma on it, right?
Wudu.
Exactly. Because you would say to yourself, wa, we, wu, wudu. That must be a dhamma on top of it. Okay. Very good. Inshallah, we're going to be on our last letter, which is harf, or the letter ya. Say it with me. Ya.
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 Okay. Now, reading from the right to the left, we're going to say, repeat after me, yi,
Yi.
you, ya,
Ya.
Yeah.
you.
You.
Oh, I got those mixed up. Sorry. Starting from the right, we're going to say ya. Repeat after me, ya,
Ya.
yi,
Yi.
you.
You.
Just making sure that you were paying attention. Okay, now let's look at some examples. The first example we have is yem. Say that with me, yem,
Yum.
yem.
Yum.
Okay, now let's ask a question here. We want to find out what letter that begins, what vowel that begins with. Feiruz, can you tell us what that starts with?
Yeah, I'll say ya, yi, you. So yem begins with a fatha.
Very good.
on top of it.
Excellent. Let's look at another example for another word, which is yursal. Say it with me, yursal,
Yursal.
yursal,
Yursal.
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 That word means to be sent. Okay? Now, let's ask a question here. Let's find out what that word starts out with. What vowel it has on top of the first letter. Ahmed, can you tell me what does yursal, what does that start with?
Dhamma.
Yursal. Okay, very good. Excellent. So, mashallah, alhamdulillah, we finished all of our letters. And like we said, if you don't have your letters and you don't know how to pronounce them, you're kind of like trying to ski without skis. Or you're trying to build a building without any foundation. So now you've had a basic introduction to the letters and you have a general idea about how to pronounce them. And inshallah, we're going to be working on them more and more as we go along. But this should be a good enough groundwork. But to drive the point home, inshallah, we're going to work on some more examples. And to make it a little bit harder and more challenging, we're not going to look just at the first word, or the first letter of the word, because that's easy, and you are all, mashallah, experts at that. We're going to start looking at letters inside the word, the second letter, the third letter, the fourth letter. So be ready to take the letter, pull it out, pronounce it with a fatha, a dhamma, a kasra, then say the word and see which one it matches to. Okay. Now, inshallah, we're going to start from the right, and then we're going to move over to the left. Okay, Osama, let's look at your name. Okay? Tell me what the first letter of your name has on it.
الضمة.
A dhamma on it. Good. Now, what about the second letter? Usama.
فتحة.
A fatha. Okay, and how about the meme? What does that have on it? Usama. I'm not going to tell. I'm not going to
Kasra.
help you. Okay, it has a kasra on top of it. Okay, why don't we take our approach? We'll practice our approach. Okay, take the letter out, pronounce it with a fatha, a dhamma, and a kasra, and then say the word again and see which one it matches to. Why don't you say it out loud so we can hear you?
ما.
Uh-huh.
مي. مو. أسامة.
So that would be.
فتحة.
Okay, good job. Very good. Okay, Feiruz. You're lucky because you have a lot of letters in your in your name. Okay, let's Let's do that. The first letter, what does that have on top of it?
A fatha.
A fatha.
Yeah.
Okay, how about the second letter?
The ya
Mm-hmm.
has a sukun on top of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's very good. Now that one was tricky. Okay, but let's work on that one. Let's look at it. Let's take that letter out, okay, and pronounce it as if it had a fatha, a dhamma, or a kasra on it. We would say ya, yi, you.
Yeah.
Fay, ruz. Doesn't have a fatha or a kasra or a dhamma on it. It's not fay ya ruz, or fay yi ruz, or fay you ruz. It's fay ruz. So when there's no sound after the letter, that means that it doesn't have a fatha or a kasra or a dhamma, and it has sukoon, and inshallah we're going to talk about that. Okay, the next letter.
Ru.
Okay, that has a...
Dhamma.
Very good. And then after that, let's talk about the last letter, the zain.
The zay. It's got a sukun.
It has second.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because it's fayruz. We didn't say fayruzu, or fayruza, or fayruzi.
Yeah.
Okay? Inshallah, we're going to have a whole lesson talking about sukoon. Okay, moving on. Ahmed, the first letter of your name, what does that start with? Tell me what the letter is and tell me what it starts with.
Alif,
Uh-huh.
and it's a fatha.
Fatha. Good job. And how about the second letter?
Ha,
Uh-huh.
and it's
Okay, well, let's apply our approach. Okay? Take the ha out, pronounce it with a fatha, a dhamma, and a kasra.
ha,
Uh-huh.
hu,
Yeah, ha, he.
ha, hi, hu.
Okay, now say the word.
Ha,
No, say the word. Say your name.
Ahmed.
Now, what does that ha sound like? Does that sound like ha, he, or hu? Or not like any one of them?
Doesn't sound like any of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because that has a sukoon on it. We're
Yeah.
going to talk about that.
Okay.
So, if it had fatha on it, it would be Ahamad,
Mhm.
which is not your name at all. Or it would be Ahimad, which is also not your name at all. Or Ahumad. Okay? Now let's move on to the next letter.
Okay.
What is it and what does it have on it?
Thameen,
Uh-huh.
and it has a fatha on it.
Fatha.
Mhm.
Good. Excellent. MashaAllah. Okay. Taha. Helping you out there a little bit. Can you tell me that first letter, what it has on top of it?
It's a ta and a fatha.
Good. How about the second one? Taha.
It's a ha and
Uh-huh.
it's a fatha.
Good. Good job. Excellent. Okay, alhamdulillah, we've covered the letters and we've had lots of practice. And inshallah, we're going to have more practice as we move on to more letters, but inshallah you have some tools to work with. Inshallah, we'll see you next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.